I never thought that this would be my first TikTok video, and that it would be about the election that's going on in the U.S. In less than 2 weeks, we're going to make a decision that will affect our future for not only the generation that we live in, but for many generations to come. There's so much I want to say, because for 5 years I lived in a country with an autocratic government. I lived in Cambodia, Southeast Asia, and I know what happens to a society when an autocrat takes power. Someone who was part of the Khmer Rouge, someone who actually does have blood on his hands. I've seen what happens when an education system has been totally destroyed and how that can keep people down. I've seen what it means when a generation will say that they have no hope, that they don't have jobs, that they can't make a good living. I've seen what happens when a country or when a political party is in charge and they jail their opponents, they ban other political parties, they take control of the media, they take control of all the services. Everyone who is in power, whether it be at the commune level or whether it be at the highest levels, you can only belong to one party. It's the party that's in power. So when you listen to a Trump speech, and when you hear him speak, don't just listen to what he says. Listen to how he says it. Listen to when he says that he's going to go after news organizations, when he says he's going to take apart at the education system, when he says he's going to rid out the government employees so that the only ones who are left are those that are loyal not to the country, but that are loyal to him. Listen to that, because that's true. So it just boggles my mind when I see him speak and I see all these men that are just hanging on every word that he speaks. And every time that he says something that is so demeaning to the rest of society, that is so full of hate, so full of vitriol, that they laugh and they clap. And I never thought that I would see here in the U.S. that I would see so many men be emasculated and castrated by one person who would give up standing up for their family, fighting for women's rights, fighting for their mother, for their wife, for their daughter, for their sister, just to follow one man, all under the pretense that he's going to change the world for them, that he's going to make everything easier for them. Let's get one thing straight. When he speaks, he doesn't give a rat's ass about you. He could care less how much money you make. He doesn't give a shit how much you pay for a pound of hamburger, how much you pay for a package of hot dogs, how much you pay for bread or formula or anything else that your family needs. So if you think he does, you are very misinformed. So the other thing I wanted to say is, do you ever see someone like you or someone like me standing up on stage with him or talking to him? The people that he has around him are the billionaires. The billionaires, like the person who runs Twitter, that's now known as X. You have Thiel, who founded PayPal. The other billionaires, you have J.D. Vance. You have all these people that are around him. And why do you think that is? Do you think it's because they want to be on the bandwagon to help you? They want to be on the bandwagon to help themselves, to see how much more power they can get, how much more money they can get, And where are they going to get this from? They're going to get it from people like you. So when you go to the polls in 2 weeks, take that all into consideration. And this isn't coming from someone who is a political hack or a talking head on a news show. It's like, listen. And when you go into that voting booth, vote for someone who actually will have your back, who actually will fight for you, who actually will want you to have a decent wage, who will want you to have the opportunity to have a home, to have everything that you want, to have a small business, and not doing it losing your shirt. So when you go to that poll, keep this in mind. Vote for Harris, vote for Walz, and if you're a Republican, join Liz Cheney and do what she and so many other Republicans have done. Speak out against Trump and vote for Kamala Harris so we can move forward, because there's no way in hell that we can go back.